refers to himself as the intellectuals. The problem with us intellectuals, my dear, he says, first off, as an intellectual, would you really say the problem with us intellectuals? Is that properly stated?
Well, we don't know.
My dear, the trouble with us intellectuals. Yeah.
We don't know what ape grammatical structure is in the future.
Sean. That sucks. That's a bullshit excuse. But he calls himself he calls himself an intellectual, and that just bores me to tears. But they did it for an obvious reason, to once again accentuate they're the ones that are the thinkers of the situation.
So let's go back earlier to the earlier minute. We're talking about the different levels of society, and we talked about the fact that there is a protest happening outside, and possibly something related to the Vietnam War at the moment. These are the intellectuals. These are the scientists. These are the teachers. These are the university members. These are things like that. So they're kind of, I think they're establishing them not as the intelligent people, but they're establishing them as a particular class in the society.
Yeah, I get that.
And he's announcing it, right? I mean, I've met many of tenured professors that kind of would consider, that would actually say intellectuals, right?
Yeah, I just find that kind of talk so boring, but I understand why they put it in here. I'm being very nitpicky intentionally, but as soon as he said it, I thought, oh God.
So we get into their house, and we've got these weird plants and planters on stones. Mm-hmm. We've got some jackets hanging up. We've got his scroll that he then sets on top of the coat rack, and some artwork hanging on the wall. This is probably one of the most decorated locations we've seen inside a house. I mean, it looks like a house.
He gets in, he takes off his pants, he turns on the TV.
His office was a little more sparse than that. So the description in the script was, the interior of the house is very ordinary. It has wooden furniture, an easy chair, pictures, and a photograph of their wedding day in a gilt frame, which I did not see.
I didn't see that, no.
There is a curtained doorway on one side, which we see. On the other, an open archway that leads to a small kitchen, which we see. And the atmosphere is very suburban and domestic. Which I felt like when I watched this. I could see that. There's the archway.
Right.
Goes in the kitchen. There's the curtain that leads into the next room.
I mean, you definitely get the fact that they're pushing home now that before they were an engaged couple. And so now time has elapsed because they make it that she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And this looks like a domicile of someone that they live together. This is not simply engaged and meant to be
This is
together.
a bachelor pad that she comes and crashes at, or this is her place where he's over every night. Yeah.
Right. So we at least, at this point, it makes me think, well, I say this, I was going to say it makes me think that they are eradicating the whole story they set up at the end of the film, but now it makes me think maybe they are just months ahead. And for whatever reason, they waived the charges against them, and they got
or they've gotten past the charges. They've all those kinds of things. Society has changed it, and Zayas never actually did anything about those charges.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, no, it definitely feels like time has passed. I can't say how much.
I can't either.
We've got married chimps with a baby on the way, and we got
maybe they're just chimps living in sin. Who knows?
Chimps in sin. So, and then we got humans breaking in. Where do you think we'll go next week?
To the next minute.
Very good.
To minute 26.
Minute 26. We're cooking along in this film when you consider that we're almost a third of the way through this one. It's a short film.
Are you serious?
It's only 90 minutes, yeah.
We're a third of the way through?
Next week we will be a third of the way through, yes.
Dang.
Yeah, this one cooks along. And the good thing is that from here on out, they build a little more. Is
that a good thing?
For two of them, yes.
Okay.
Two of them are great films. The fifth one I have a lot of fun with, but it's not perfect. Does anybody have anything they want to throw out?
Not me.
I don't think so.
This beer bottle, because it's empty. I'm going to throw that out.
Sean's actually crying, and he's got a tear in his beer. All right. For Friday, what do we say we put it to bed for the week? We'll come back Monday.
Let's do it.
All right, boys. Everybody have a great weekend. We'll be back Monday with minute 26, and we'll talk to you then. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Beneath the minute of the apes. Beneath the minute of the apes. Beneath the minute of the apes.
The only good human is a dead human.